My mum is amazing, strong-minded, intelligent, everything, and she has allowed me to do everything that I've ever wanted with my life and every dream, and she supported me through it all. So I just want to kind of get inside her head and see kind of where she's at. When starting this episode, I do want to say that I honestly do have the best mother in the world. She's honestly done everything for me, and she's done everything right. I wouldn't be able to be the person I am today if I didn't have her as my mum. I wouldn't be able to be wearing a full face of makeup right now. I wouldn't be doing a channel. I wouldn't be doing what I love. I wouldn't be doing any of it without my mum. So I just want to say I love you so much. You're honestly my rock. You mean everything to me. I hope you enjoy getting a little closer to my mum and seeing what it's like to be in a mother's world.
What was your initial reaction when Xavier posted about his passion for makeup? I had mixed emotions about Xavier doing that. I was actually surprised at the time that he had gone public with that, and I was also afraid for him of the reaction of his peers at school, and all the bullying and just the hurtful things people say. I was also proud, really proud, of him just putting it out there and saying, you know what, stuff you all, this is who I am, this is what I love to do, and I don't care what you think. And so we're so proud of Xavier for who he is and how he stands up for what's right, and he stands up for what he believes in, and he just wants equality. That's all. He is who he is. He's a good human being, and that's all that should matter, and that's what he stands for. Xavier's actually quite funny, and I always say to him, he's lucky he is funny and that he makes me laugh, otherwise I would have given him away. So he's very motivated as well. I'm just really proud of him, and I love him dearly more than anything. Obviously, he's my son, and he just stands up for what's right, and he's got a big heart. Xavier has been through a lot growing up. Up until last year, he'd been through a hell of a lot, and which is unnecessary. It's all these insecure people out there that just feel the need to put others down, and he won't have any of that. If someone's doing that to someone else, Xavier will stand up for that person and make sure that they're okay. And I do love that about him, because he's very caring, and like I said, Xavier just stands up for what he believes in and what's right. But he's my boy, and I love him more than anything. The last couple of years, I think, have been the worst for Xavier. He's been through quite a bit with, again, his peers at school mostly. You get strangers saying things online and what have you, but who cares? Who knows them? But when you've got people that that Xavier has to see day in and day out, and they feel the need, and these are people that he's known for a really long time as well, some of them, most of his life, to be honest, that they feel the need to just badger him constantly, for who he is, and what Xavier's interests are, is just hurtful. It's low. It was a massive struggle for Xavier, because he's a kind-hearted human being, and all he wanted was to be friends with kids and just to be who he is, and you know, a lot of these kids didn't allow that, and that broke my heart. I can't handle, you know, seeing my son being hurt unnecessarily, and it's not for what, you know, because he's been mean to someone, or he's said or done something awful to someone else. It's purely because people feel the need to pick on him for who he is, for the, you know, for his interests like makeup, you know, because he's a boy. And it's like, grow up, you know. We're living in you know, a diverse society, and people need to start just accepting people for who they are and not bully others for who they are, you know. And I think it's just heartbreaking to watch Xavier go through such tough times and just being sad and angry all the time. That was oh, I can't. Yeah. Yeah, I struggle to even talk about that sort of stuff because it was a tough time for him, and you just don't want to see your child being sad. All you want is for your children to be happy and healthy, and everyone deserves that. Every human being on this planet deserves to be healthy and happy. And, you know, and these bullies out there need to come, you know, to that realization, and that it's not okay to put others down because you think it's okay to make fun of someone for what they like and for the things that they do. You know, if they're not hurting you in any way, shape or form, then it's really unnecessary. I think Xavier has grown and, you know, accepted who he is and loves who he is. And that's happened recently, and his father and I absolutely love the fact that he's come to that part of his life where he can sit and say, yep, this is who I am, this is, you know, this is how I look, this is how I dress, this is the things that I like, and I don't care what anyone says. So it's taken a long time, and there's been a lot of struggles, you know, because society can be really cruel sometimes. But you know, I can actually sit here with a smile on my face and be really proud and happy that Xavier has just, you know, he's been able to talk to his father and I and tell us who he is and the things that he loves and the way he wants to be. And I applaud that, and we just, you know, yeah, we have our conversations, I guess, and we disagree on things as well. But, you know, the fact that he's held his own now and he knows who he is, and that just makes me so happy, so happy for him. When did Xavier first start singing and loving music? When he first started talking, he just, you know, it started off him wanting to be like his sister because she loved to sing and dance. And then, of course, unfortunately, he discovered Ariana Grande. And that was from a really young age. And he was just so determined because he was so bad when he was younger. We would tell him, you know, we've always been honest with our kids, and we'd say, Xavier, you can't sing. You don't have a good voice. You're never going to be a singer. But he was so determined that he would sing day and night, and he would try and mimic Ariana Grande with the way she sang and, you know, her tone and what have you, that he actually got better and better and better. And now he holds his own. He sings like Xavier Gowie sings, but he actually has a voice. And yeah, it's been from a really young age. And, you know, from when my kids were born, all I would do, I wouldn't sit them in front of the TV. I'd just put music on from when we'd get up in the morning, And yeah, and he just loves it. They just love music, and so do we. Would I change the path Xavier has taken? No, I don't. Yeah, don't know why I would. Why would I change the path he's taken? I'm proud of who Xavier is. I'm proud. You know, you're born who you are, basically. No one molds you to be a specific, type of person. You are who you are when you're born. And yeah, you can't change anyone's path in that sense. You know, I've just tried to be the best mother I can to Xavier, and I know I've made mistakes along the way, and I'll continue to make mistakes, but he's my pride and joy, and you know, yeah, he's my pride and joy, and I love him dearly, and I just want him to be happy. And I know what makes him happy, and I want him to keep doing what makes him happy. And, you know, everyone else out there can just. I'm not going to say it on camera. I wish I could. But, yeah, just be kind. Be kind. You know, if you really got to know Xavier, you'd know what a beautiful soul he is. And yeah, and I'm just so proud to be his mum, and